Hello. Hello, Bay Lady here. Is anybody out there yet? I came on a couple minutes early. So, just wondering. Trying to figure out why this is like this. Oh, solar layout. Oh, that should have worked though. Ah, there I am. Gosh. Lord help my soul. Mic is muted. Nope. There we go. Well, at least this thing tells you when you're wrong. Oh, beautiful day here so far. I'm in Baltimore. I'm at McHenry. I'm not going to really start until 12:30. I just figured I'd come on and see what was going on. I'm still I'm still not 100% confident with running my tours. I'm solo, right? I don't have really a platform like Hago. I kind of miss that. They made it so easy, and they were the first company that I worked as a guide for, and so now I'm spoiled and want to hold all of them to their specifications, to their levels. But you can't. There's some though that have different things than Hago did, which are cool too. So I'm waiting to see what comes of all of that. But at the moment, I have like an app, but not really, but an online program that helps me live stream. And what I like about it is that it goes to several places simultaneously. So this tour now, you could be watching it on Facebook, or you could be watching it on YouTube. Your choice. I figured I could, reach more people with those two, because they're really two two separate things. Hey, Wendy. Oh my God, the silkies are great. Um, Speaking of YouTube and Facebook, if you look, I did a couple of videos just this past weekend, and finally I found an egg. I finally got an egg, but I don't know which one of those old hens laid it. But that was fun. I got it on video. There's never had farm animals before, particularly. Not that, nothing against them. I just never had the opportunity. So, at any rate, what can I say? So, just a few more moments. Wendy, I had to laugh the other day. The last tour that I did. Oh yeah, the murder mystery tour. Um, the murder mystery tour, and I'm doing the whole thing right, and I'm doing it for like 90 minutes, and nobody is responding in the chat, and I'm like, is anybody out there? And then towards the end, Ronnie Lynn pops in. Hey, sorry I'm late. I said, you didn't miss much. You're the only one here, I think. So that was interesting. But yeah, the best laid eggs. And I admit I haven't eaten it. I love eggs, but I haven't cracked it open yet. My neighbor Liz, who owns the Silkies, she said a lot of their eggs, they're small. They're a little bit smaller than like your jumbo eggs from the market. But she said a lot of them are double yolks. So she's curious to see what the one I have is. So we'll see. Yes, we will. You're looking at the bay behind you there, or the harbor. Actually, it's Baltimore Harbor. You'll get a better view of it in a few. We have a lot to see here today. And this weather, oh my goodness, I couldn't decide. I had on shorts first. And I came out the door. I have on long pants, and I had a shirt that's 3/4 length sleeves. And so I go through the admissions center to get in here, and I come outside, and it's raining, and it's all cloudy. And I'm like, oh no. So I went back to the, oh, good. Oh, good. Thank you. Oh, look. Very cool. Awesome. I went to, um, yeah, I went to see them. I have to check them. Cool. I'll tell you, life's grand, ain't it? It's just so, you're roast. No, you're in your hot tub. Oh, my goodness. Lucky you. See, I mean, the sun came out here, but what part of Scotland are you in? Just curious. I may get there one day. I'm itching to go back to Ireland, so never know how far I'll get. Yes, indeed. Nice, relaxing. Do you have a glass of wine as well? That would be really nice. Well, let's see. It's 12:30. Alrighty. Let me just check what's going on here. All right, 12:30. So I guess we should. I should start, right? Okay. So everybody out there, and Wendy. I'm known as the Bay Lady. My name's Sharon. I live in Baltimore, Maryland, in the good old US of A. And I am here today at Fort McHenry, which is located right at the edge of Baltimore Harbor, right as you're coming in to the city for commercial shipping or pleasure boats or what have you. Um, this is the way in, and this was an opportune place to put this fort. The fort was actually built during the Revolutionary War, and it was originally known as Fort Whetstone. Whetstone. Oh, awesome, Wendy. Okay, in the middle, cool. My family, my relatives are from Ireland, from, well, Ballymun for one, over in Longford County. So, anyway, but back to this. I am so easily distracted. Oh my goodness, I'm like a kid. Okay, so, anyway, so the, it was built during the Revolutionary War, and it was known as Fort Whetstone. And then about 1788, they decided they were going to expand it, and then they renamed it as Fort McHenry, named after James Henry, who was Secretary of State to George Washington. And then along came the War of 1812, and this is where the Battle of Baltimore took place. 2 years into the war, war was declared. We declared war on England in June 1812, and the Battle of Baltimore occurred here in September of 1814. Um, there were land forces. There's several forts around here. Um, this isn't the only one guarding the harbor, but it's the most strategic and defensive one. But further up behind me, up the river there, is Fort Howard. Now, Fort Howard is where a lot of British troops landed, the infantry, and they were going to come around and attack Baltimore from the inland side, right? And then, meanwhile, the British Navy assembled their ships out here behind me, and their task was to take down the fort so they could capture Baltimore. Well, they had some of their best ships out there, not regular ships, but naval ships, but ships with rockets, and that's where the song comes from. The bombs blasting in the air, all that good stuff. They were bombarded for, overnight into the next day. A young lawyer by the name of Francis Scott Key, he he was on a ship somewhere in the vicinity, not sure really where, out of harm's way, I would imagine. But from what he saw, he wrote the poem, The Star Spangled Banner. And actually, it wasn't called that at first. It was called The Battle of Baltimore or something along that line. I'm not 100% sure of the title, but anyway, that's the gist of it. So then, after the War of 1812 came the Civil War, and didn't see much action here. And then by the time World War One rolled around, this had been converted into a hospital, a major hospital with many outbuildings and veterans hospital. And during World War One, they treated many of the wounded U.S. soldiers that came back here. So it's got a pretty long, nice history, I suppose. It's a beautiful fort. You'll see in a minute. It's also, the location is also unbelievably gorgeous. And so what I'm going to do now is stand up. And I'm going to turn the camera around. Let's see, where is that button right there? Hello. Oh, didn't work. Uh-oh, that didn't work. Let's see. Oh, I know. I think I have to go into settings to turn the camera around. I don't know what you all are seeing, but camera. No, not like that. Oh my goodness me. What is this one? Let's see. Let me look here. Nope. Well, this is really weird if I can't turn the camera around, isn't it? I know there's a way to do it. I've done it. Oh my goodness. Let's try up here. Camera. Oh boy. Hold on. Nope, those are the wrong settings. That's not going to work either. How about settings here? Oh gosh. No, not leave. Wow. This is not good. I know there's a way to do this, for gosh sakes. And that's not it either. Oh man, it's something stupid too. I'm sure it is. It always is. Alright, so how am I gonna fix this? Somehow I'm gonna have to turn this around and figure out what you're seeing. Oh no, this is not gonna work. This really is bad. Alright. Let me not freak out here. Alright, now turn the camera. Exit, so no, that's not it. Brand, no. Banners, no. Got your comments. And I'm not getting why I can't control this. Maybe I just did. No, I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. Oh my goodness. Okay. Is this the one? Please be the one. Oh, no, it's not. All right. Back to that. I see what I did, though. I'm almost there. Okay, so this is camera 2-1 facing front. So I need 2-2 facing back. 2-2 facing back. Okay. And I got nothing. You have got to be kidding me. All right, hold on. Don't got too many other things to change, right? Oh, gosh. Frustration. Frustration. Oh, now I have camera 2 facing back is not the one. So the only other one facing back is this one. Camera 0 facing back, right? And now, look, I did it. All right, so now I have one other slight problem, the layout. Come on, where'd I go? Oh my gosh, come on, this is so crazy. All right, let's see, we got me there, so facing back, but I'm not there. Hmm. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know what? All right. I'm going to go out. Oh, can I do that? Go out and come back in? Or will I lose everybody? Oh man. I'm just not getting this at all. I'm not getting what the issue here is. Hey. Oh my goodness. Mike's working, yes. Your browser has lost connection to your camera. What? Oh my goodness. Your browser has lost connection to your camera. Make sure no other apps are using your camera when they aren't. And refresh the page. Oh gosh. Oh, there I am. Okay, here we are. Yeah, except that here's me again. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm so sorry about this. This is crazy. I seem like a confused idiot. I'm really not. All right, get this on the back camera right now. Please, God. Yes. Oh my goodness, guys, here we are. Okay, so, golly day. Here is your view of Baltimore, the harbor. And yes, I am back. Yay. Yes, indeed. My my camera lost its connection with the browser. That's what it told me. I've never seen that message before and have no idea how that happened. But it said to refresh the page, and sure enough, that worked. So looks one of the that's one of the sightseeing boats that cruise up and down the harbor there. And there's a lot of commercial shipping. There's a couple of things down that way as far as the closest to Baltimore. Okay, so now let us see what we have. There's the flag. Today's Flag Day, and I thought that there would be some type of ceremony or something, but apparently not. I don't know why. I like this get a closer look at these cannons. Boy, this place is riddled with cannons. They surround the whole fort. The fort's almost kind of, well, it's not on an island. It's at the end of a peninsula, and it's built in a five-star design, which was pretty unique and noteworthy. So here's one of the big old cannons. They're on those tracks so they can roll around and stuff. A lot of the forts upriver have guns like this, and they not only roll around, but they disappear too. They can put them back underground, lower them down, whatever. Kind of interesting. Here's some photo ops. Okay. You can see the fort, the star shape with the corners there. We'll be going up that way in a second. Let's take a peek over here. Oh, it's windy. I was afraid once the sun came out, my jacket would be too hot, but not so much. Okay, oh, so here's something about the guns. They're called Rodman cannons, and they're the heaviest cannons ever mounted here at Fort McHenry. Let's see, they were mass produced by American Iron Industry. And let's see, these guns were installed here in 1866, just past the Civil War, I suppose. So, interesting. They are pretty massive. No doubt about that. I'm not quite sure. I think that they kept munitions and things down here. But I don't know what that noise is, unless it's wet or something, drying out the air. I don't know. There were 1,000. There were 1,000 men here guarding the fort and saving Baltimore from the British. Here's some more cannonballs. And there's a cannon that's like detached from its, what do they call it, casing? Oh man, I can't think of the word. Starts with a C. Caissons. There you go, caissons, things that roll along with the guns. And so you have this five-star wall that goes around the entire perimeter of the fort. We're going to go into the fort and see that they've got they've got like a lot of not a lot of areas restored as they were, so you could get a really good picture of what life was like here. You know, if you can imagine that night, the Battle of Baltimore, if you were a soldier stationed here, oh my goodness, what would you be thinking? What would you be doing? You know, it was like you're a sitting duck, right? Because there were quite a few British ships. It was by no means a minor operation. There's a place where the gun was and now isn't. These earthworks were places where the soldiers could hide behind them so they could get clear shots. There's a reenactor's tent down there. And there's another view of the harbor as well. There's a couple of naval ships over there. Coast Guard. So here we are at the entrance to Fort McHenry. Hello. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Good. The park rangers and people that work here are, really nice. All right, let's do this. Let's explore. Oh, it's dark in here. Okay, all right, we're gonna do this. It's cool down here too. I bet it's a nice refuge down here on a hot, muggy Baltimore summer day. Okay, this is the magazine. This is where they store. Oh, okay, the gunners. This is the powder. Let's see. Okay, near the end of the Civil War, there were some large cannons. Um, Mounted above. The commanding officer ordered 1,000 rounds of ammunition to be kept for each gun. In 1866, the magazine and two others were built to safely store the additional gunpowder. Very cool. And it looks like a pretty secure place for sure. And we look going. And there went the go. Okay. Let's go into the full now. And here you can see up on the side, sunroof over there, and I think there's a military base too, probably Coast Guard. And so here's a look. This is the direction that's where we just came from. And now we can go into the fort and we can look at some of the buildings. That's always fun. It's all like, good museum stuff. There's an echo. Let's see. Oh, Wendy, that is very cool. Oh my goodness. You're going to take pictures, right? Post them, yes? Oh, that is very cool. Huh. How lucky, how nice. Okay, so what is this? This is where they stored more things. Let's see, oh, bomb proofs. Okay. Let's see what, is that a big open space back there? Yeah. Okay. Look at these massive wooden doors, boy. Oh, wow. Look how thick that is. Oh, these are the doors that oh man, okay. So they close those two doors, and these doors are closed, and then these doors are closed, and you're like in this huge brick tunnel with a bunch of closed doors. Okay. And here we are. Okay, here we are inside Fort McHenry. Get a good view of it over here. That's well, not round, but sort of barn-shaped looking building. That's a one of the other magazines where they stored gunpowder and stuff. We'll be able to go in there and look. And there's the flag, way up there. Okay, all right. So here's our first stop. Okay, so this talks about Abraham Lincoln, only American president to face the crisis of a civil war. Huh. Interesting when you put it that way. Okay. Now here's Fort McHenry pre-Civil War and post-Civil War. Let me get back so you can get the whole image there. Oh, wow. Yeah, difference. There's nobody home pre-Civil War. Less people and less buildings. But yeah, what a difference now with more buildings and people. Definitely more people. Wow. Oh look, there were houses over there across the river from where we were just looking. Their houses are not there anymore. Don't know what this is. Oh, a bed perhaps? A bed frame. Yeah, it'd have to be a bed frame. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad the audio is better. I think I went too deep down into that building. Okay, so that must be a musket rack, right? This is a cool looking wood burning stove. This was like the only heat in here, no doubt. Okay. What is here? Oh, jail cells? Oh, is this okay? So this is the military police office thing. Okay. Pretty solid walls, boy. These steps are ginormous too. Yeah. Yeah, I would say this is what would be what the provost marshal's office, because it's the first building that we came to when we came in the main entrance here. So that would make sense. So those doors aren't open. All right. We can go in all of these buildings. They have something on the first floor of each one. No clue what they have upstairs, but I guess it's not ready for the public. Look at this barrel, that old barrel. Could do a lot with that. And see, I'm guessing if these aren't the, whoa, where are you going, camera? If these aren't the original windows and things, I know they're not new because they've definitely got some age on them. Look at the multi-panes too, and how large the windows are. Surprising. Okay, so what's we got? That's a good diagram of the fort, the star, the 5 points. That's pretty cool, actually. Let's see. Today the fort appears okay as it did between 1829 and 1836. They renovated to fill that period of time. There is there's a picture of the Battle of Baltimore. I'm trying to get the picture glare out of here, but I don't think I can. Well, maybe that works a little better. Yeah, there's the ships. Maybe Francis Scott Key was on one of their ships off to the right. I don't know why, but I just kind of think that. Let's see, a new flag. This is the flag that's flying here, the one that they were using in 1805. And of course, the flag changed every time new territories were added. Let's see, visitor activities at Fort McHenry changed with the fort's use over time. Let's see, during peacetime, it was a green oasis in the middle of a city. Well, I guess it's a nice area to stroll around on a spring day, right? And there's a, oh, is she a female military person, right? Interesting. Yeah, I just kind of stand around and look at the ships. Those are probably the same guns, right? And let's see, what do we have here? World War One. Okay, so during World War One in 1914, it was also the 100th anniversary of the writing of the Star Spangled Banner. So that's interesting. Okay, the same year war broke out, and by 1918, the U.S. Army had reclaimed the site, and that's what I was saying about they constructed a massive hospital for the soldiers that had been injured. And this is a 1918 photograph. That statue is still there. The Major George Armistead. They're actually one of the forts further up the river. Fort Armistead, actually, that's the next fort up, is named for that particular major. Okay, oh, look at the old timey. Let's see. Oh, what does it say? Push buttons on the radio to hear these programs from World War II. Okay, let's do. Let's.
August Larcher, fire duty, U.S. Coast Guard. Served at the U.S. Coast Guard station at Fort McHenry from 1943 to 1944. My time at Fort McHenry began in the winter of 1943 when I enlisted as an apprentice seaman, for which I was paid $21 a month. What I remember most about my time at Fort McHenry was how peaceful and beautiful a setting it was. I'd look out over the harbor, and it seemed like the war didn't even exist. But of course, it was very much alive. I joined the U.S. Coast Guard because I wanted to serve my country, and because I always looked at them as doing something important. A typical day started with reveille, breakfast call, and then we'd jump on the trucks which took us to the piers where we stood guard duty. Men not on guard duty manned fireboats, cleaned buildings, or were mess cooks. While at Fort McHenry, I was privileged to attend firefighting school where I learned advanced methods in fire prevention. After my training, I was stationed on fire beat in Baltimore Harbor. Fire was always a threat, so this training was critical. Many Navy and Coast Guardsmen of all ranks went through a very good firefighting and damage control school at the fort. I'm sure many of these men helped save their ship with the schooling they had learned at Fort McHenry. In 1944, I was transferred from the fort to the U.S. Coast Guard cutter Apache, an icebreaker tug which was stationed at Pier 4 on Red Street. We did custom inspection work, checked.
These are jaws that represent reconstructive surgery that was performed in the hospital here during the First World War. Wow, that's interesting. Surgeons rebuilt part of the face using metal wire and other materials. Huh. Hmm. Well, thank you, sir.
2 years, 1942, 1943.
Okay, this is all about the hospital. Interesting.
Typical day began with morning roll call. All of the men would after roll call, I would check the
Look, they secure what? Stone wall, then brick wall. tight as a fort, right? Okay. Nice fireplace, too. Man, I could see that raging on. Okay. Next building. That was pretty cool. Oop.
Baltimore, Francis Scott Key saw his country's flag flying over Fort McHenry. Baltimore had been saved.
The end. This is nice. Wonder what this is. Wow, that's totally different. Okay, so what is it? Some kind of plaster? Cool. Very cool. So the Battle of North Point. North Point is the area where the British infantry landed near Fort Howard. I guess it was probably called Fort North Point by back then, or something along those lines. But yeah, the Battle of North Point is describing the same thing. Okay, okay, let's see. Oh, this tells us where Key wrote where he saw everything. Okay, he was on a truce ship 4 miles away. He heard the distant gunfire and saw the British casualties returning to the fleet. Huh. Well, that's interesting. And he wrote it because he was upset and angry at the invasion. Huh. Cool. Very cool. A lot of gunpowder things. Okay, next building. That lady had just passed, probably thought I was talking to myself. People always look at you kind of weird. Used to be if you saw somebody walking around talking to themselves, you need to call the men in the white jackets because there was something wrong. No, is that supposed to be a new reproduction of an old piece of furniture? Oh my gracious. Can you imagine a nice pot of soup sitting there bubbling over the fire? Oh my goodness, would that be good or what? And what is this? Oh my god, is this something where somebody sits and somebody else rolls them around? Oh, yep, there's a wheel back here. Go around. Check out these beds. I guess this is like the barracks, and this is where they would sleep. Though I'm thinking, were their beds really this big? See, seems to me they wouldn't give them queen size beds here unless they were putting 2 to a bed. Yeah, that could be something. Let's see. Nope, it looks like 1 to a bed if we look at this. Yeah, see, there's one guy there. Huh. This building is redone as it was in 1802. Huh. Interesting. Let's see, there's that little thing. It's got a wheel. So you would pull somebody or push them, I guess. I don't know. Interesting, though. Like a wheelchair. Seems to me they had wheelchairs back then, though. Or a more reasonable facsimile, anyway. That's cool. They have places to put their rifles and muskets. and a little shelf for their things. Probably didn't have much with them. Okie dokie. And again, there's a lot of there's a ginormous buffer zone that protects the interior, this interior of the fort. It is very well protected, very well constructed. The other forts, not so much. And actually, I've done tours to the other forts and will again. I usually start with Fort McHenry and then start going down the river. Usually Fort Howard and then Armistead and Smallwood. And yeah, so that they'll be coming up. Most definitely. In fact, I have to schedule some tours because I don't have any on the books past Saturday. So, all right. So this is going to tell us, I think, about construction. Yeah, archaeology. The original cross brace. It does look quite secure. Huh. Stone wall. Yeah, look at all the stuff they found in there. Hmm. The glare from the window stinks. A pig bone, really? An oyster shell. 1810 oyster shell. I have some oyster shells that look just like that. Oh, look at that old iron key. And the clay pipes.
Yes, I kept them,
Yeah.
wanting to serve, yeah.
Archaeology uncovers the history under your feet. And here's showing how. Okay, so the flagpole has that same type of cross brace as well. The flagpole outside. That one. It was made from ship's masts or white, eastern white pine. Ship's masts and flagpoles both use the same type. 1812 cross brace lost and found. Okay. They were talking about the flag, where the flag flew. And that's the original. You can see the better on the wood edge. Wow, it's some thick lumber, but it's really deteriorated. Okay. They had taverns near the fort. No. Very big sheds. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that maybe they did share. Because if they do everything historically accurate, they still don't seem right unless they were to a bed. Mm-hmm. Okay, much of the core of the fort is still intact, although it changed. I could get that. Oh, look, here's the beds again. Nah, they got two in there. Yeah, two, look, there's two. Yeah, two to a bed, look at that. Golly Miss Monday. Wow. Obviously, they weren't officers, right? Well, here's a bayonet fragment and a mortar shell fragment. Boy, this book could do some damage. Oh, and a button. A U.S. military button right there. There. Okay. You're moving right along. Oh, they got a bit of a breeze. Kind of feels good though. Let's see what we will find here. Oh, this looks like what is this? The officers' quarters. Oh yeah, boy, what a difference. Huh. Smaller beds, right? Yeah, smaller beds, but hey, only one to a bed. These guys had it made. There's only two. There's like two to a room. Oh, look at those oysters and chicken. It's probably turkey or pork. It could be sweet potatoes and peas and lettuce. No, cabbage. Huh. Yummy, yummy. Not really. Let's see, the dinner served in mid-afternoon offered an opportunity for the officers to come together and chit-chat. Oh, good for them. And I guess to do work too, look at whatever that, oh, the muster roll, and, Army regulations. And that is, let's see, this building, 1790. But the scene in here is from the summer of 1814. So that would be right before North Point, Battle of North Point, Battle of Baltimore. Okay. Next. Mighty fortifications. Okay, providing for the common defense. Okay, not all the gunpowder stored here was for artillery use. Some of it was used to make musket cartridges. July 11th, 1814, Major Armistead was ordered to prepare 320,000 rounds, and just 4 days later, the first 20,000 had been made. This building became the ammunition depot for the entire defense of Baltimore. How interesting. Let's check her out. Oh yeah, here's all the barrels. And Mark too. It's a good thing, I guess. What is this? Huh? I don't know what that is. Huh. These are from all different places too. Huh. Well, it said a shell struck the corner of the magazine in a slanting direction and shattered the wall. That was during the September 1814 British invasion. It was hit by a British bombshell. My goodness. So there it is. I imagine he had a lot more barrels in here way back then, probably floor to ceiling, right? And moving right along. Oh, look, here's some little cannon. It's the little cannon parking lot. Little cannon storage lot. Why is having green grass? I want to see what this says. Okay, this shell fired by the British naval forces during a bombardment of this fort, September 13th and 14th, when by the light of bombs bursting in air, the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, had its birth. Huh. Okay, one more. Okay. Produced. So what is this? Who sat here? First Lieutenant Alan Fay and William Stewart, the hospital surgeon's mate. Okay. Mate, like what? How? Huh. Directory list. Okay. It's a title. I don't, you know what? I don't recall this building. I'm not familiar with this. I think this might be newly opened. I haven't been here since like maybe last fall. Oh, this is definitely something new. Okay. So this is telling about some of the officers here at the fort. And this guy, look at that. Oh my goodness. You, his eyes follow you. Okay, this is Major George Armstead. I never knew. It's amazing. Who was he? 34 years old, married 4 years, 2-year-old daughter, and expecting their second child. But, okay, cool.
It's a small craft in the band standing up to beg with fresh fruit. See.
Oh, look, okay, see Whetstone, which is us right there, used to be called Fort Whetstone.
We will not surrender this hope. Evans, report. For a hurry and confusion.
Plenty of bad.
60 men making musket cartridges and the casting of ball, and preparing artillery ammunition as well. Muskets and pikes have been distributed simply after the event.
This is all during the War of 1812. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. This is the flag room. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, I thought he was real too. Oh my gosh. Perfect. Today's Flag Day. Wow. Did Francis Scott Key really see the flag? Am I supposed to do something? Yes. He saw it waving over the fort the morning after the battle. Oh, right. And that's where the line is about the flag was still there. He was amazed that it was still flying intact in one piece. That's interesting. Why does it have 15 stripes? Altered by the second flag. Okay, the additional stars and stripes were for Vermont and Kentucky. Do the colors red, white, and blue have an official meaning? Nope. Okay. But they'd like to believe that red is for valor, white is for liberty, and blue is for justice or loyalty. Okay. Interesting. And now who is this? Um, Mary. Oh, she was the one that sewed the flag. Mary Young Pickersgill, 37 years old when she made it. The photograph was taken 40 years later. Wow. Wow. With the victory at Baltimore, George Armistead became an instant hero. Good for him. He was, what Armistead was, tax. Oh, wow. Armistead was a casualty of the British attack. The attacks upon his nervous system during that bombardment left him with a disease of the heart. And on the 25th day of April, 1818, he died at the age of 38. Wow. Wow. All right, and what is over here? Oh, can't go up there, though. What is original? Okay. It says not all of it. The entire fort is historic. Only a portion dates to the era of the initial construction between 1798 and 1805. This building represents the evolution of over 200 years of history. Oh, look at this. There's another one of those big beds again. Okay, this one's definitely for two, maybe even three. Right? maybe. Look at what this is for. Shelves, mini beds. There's that gun rack, musket. Oh, this is the guardhouse. No wonder all the places for muskets. Cool. The guardhouse. The captain is to order the ensign in the evening to lodge the colors in the guardroom. Okay, so when they take the flag down at sunset, they bring it to the guardroom. And this lets us out back. Another day on duty. A for them. Yeah, here we are. Take us out to the flagpole. Pretty cool. Okay. And let's see, it's 127. Okay, well, that's cool. Let's get a parting shot, right? Okay, those two buildings right there, they look identical. They both have 3 doors and 2 floors and 2 windows in between each doors. And the building on the left is much longer than the building on the right, like maybe by a third. That's weird. I just noticed that. I don't know why. Anyway. Okay. I think that yeah, that's about it. That's about it. So let's go over here and get another nice view of the harbor. before I say bye. So if you can go down this way, yeah. There we go. Beautiful day. Gosh, it turned out to be a beautiful day. Honestly, wow. I am just amazed as always. Wow. And there's a cargo ship, a tanker out there waiting to be allowed into the harbor, waiting for their turn to unload or pick up, whatever the case may be. This is a nice little, not little, this is a nice park too. I mean, people come down here and, walking around. There's a path, a sidewalk that goes, I think, around the whole thing, or most of it, if not all of it. And there's some more cannons. Interesting. So, like, there's people jogging and see them pushing baby carriages and walking their dogs and such. And there's benches so you can, like, sit, get something to eat. You have to bring it with you, which I've done. My family and I have done that before, just, bringing food along, making a picnic out of it. But, and there's some Coast Guard ships over there. We've got a pretty big Coast Guard influence here in Baltimore. I'm going to keep walking and talking here for a minute until I get to that tree up ahead with the bench that is under it. And I'm going to stop there. So, this is a great place for kids and all too. I mean, it's nice because it is interactive. You're not like being bored listening to someone give a speech or what have you. And I mean, there's room to run, sit, breathe. So it's actually what McHenry National Historical Park or something. See, we're coming up on the visitor center. Visitor center is pretty cool. It's got some nice photos and stuff. There's a theater where they show a movie, an introductory movie. Awesome gift shop, which I will be checking out. So down there, there's a ranger there with a group of people learning how to fold the flag. Isn't that very cool? Okay. Now, oh my goodness. To turn it around and say goodbye, I have to go through all that stuff again. There's got to be an easier way. I just don't know. All right, front camera. Yeah, there it is. There I am. Yay. Phew, none too worse for the wear. So glad I got to pull this off. Because if I couldn't get the camera working and I would have had to reschedule, it would be the second time. And I might have been tempted to say, give it up. Not meant to be for some crazy reason. But anyway, so here I am, friends. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this. Let's see. I have one more tour scheduled for this coming Saturday. It's one of my Ellicott City tours. Ellicott City is the most hauntedly historic place you'll ever want to see. And so Saturday takes us to the Patapsco Female Institute, which was a very prominent school for up and coming young ladies in the mid 1800s before the Civil War hit. I've got stories of life there and death too. So that would be great if you all could join me on that. Please remember my tours are tip based, so if you like what you see, I appreciate your support. And you could buy me a coffee. The links are on my website. So I mean, not my website, my page. I don't have a website. Anywho, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I guess that's all I've got to say. Wendy, so glad you could join me. So glad you chat. Oh, yeah, you will. Well, you know what? The good thing about this platform is that I can record them and post them on Facebook and YouTube. So you can do that with Ego. I have none of the tours that I did for Ego. So anyway, sounds real good. And take care and enjoy that gun center. Don't forget pictures. Okay, bye everybody. Thank you.